ladies and gentlemen, we are back with episode 2 of the Four Flair podcast, ladies and gentlemen. And now today we dive into a little bit more about the bar business with Goerkem. And Goerkem, where are you guys?
I think they're just arriving. Hey guys, what's up?
Hello, brother. Let's have a cheers together, huh?
Cheers, bro.
Where's our special treatment?
Oh, let's see, but it's going.
Ok, sorry. Sorry.
Ah, eccolo qua. Salute.
There we go. Eccola qua.
Salute. So, we start this episode with nice, cool drinks made by Roman Zapata and Mr. Alexander De Leo. And Goerkem is the guy who got served. Welcome back to episode number 2. And now we dive into more details what you experienced in your career behind the bar business. Yeah, then let's start with you, Goerkem. Tell me, you have the Four Flair Bar School and cocktail catering. Tell me, what was the decision to work for yourself? What was the thing who motivates you to build this business?
First of all, I was working in a really, really good place as a bar manager and head bartender in Frankfurt. It calls Halle der Helden, and but the owner of this place had no knowledge about gastronomy, so they decided to hire me to bring the business more in forward, and I helped them out in a very successful way. But from time to time, I realized even more that there is a little border for me, that the journey is over for me. So because there are no more possibilities to grow. So that's why I decided to be self-employed. And of course, at the same time, when I was an employee there as a head bartender and bar manager, I started to do flair, and I get more in love with flair bartending and entertaining people behind the bar and giving them something more than just pouring the drinks. So I decided to go further and to be self-employed, to make my own decisions and to work for myself and not every time for people who doesn't deserve it. Yeah, to get the benefit or to work for people who really didn't deserve it to have this kind of benefit from me. And in the end, they earn the money. I mean, I'm not doing flair because of the money. I'm just doing it because it's my passion. This is the first point. And the second point is I really love to make people happy with that kind of skills which I have. And it is more than just flair. For me, flair means everything. Flair is not only flipping bottles and entertaining people. Flair is also the lifestyle. Flair is also the behavior with everything, what you are doing in your life, or how you live your life, how you plan your life, how to act, how you behave yourself, yeah, in different positions. So that's why flair is all my life, and that's why I decided to be self-employed, to decide for myself, okay, what I want to reach with that, and what is the intention behind it. And the intention behind it is really to make people happy and not to make my boss happy because the money is good for him and that's it. So they will never see the real intention behind it. The only thing which counts for my ex-bosses, or which was counted for my ex-bosses, is the money good or not. As long as the money is good, then they're good to me. And as long the money is bad, or as long as they don't have much customers, then it's not good for them. So I decided for myself to be self-employed, to find, of course, my own decisions, to make my own decisions, and afterwards to decide myself as well who I want to make happy and who not.
Great answer. Roman, you worked for a couple of bar owners, restaurant owners, hotel places, and now you work for Goerkem. You live normally in Milano, right? And what was your decision to be here in Frankfurt and do with Goerkem and Alex all these events? And how do you see Goerkem as a businessman?
I mean, the first thing that brought me to the school and to work with Gorky was that we, regardless of the friendship we have, we share the same philosophy as he was saying about like the bar industry and money in general. Like for me, money is not the first thing, and it was never like that, and I think will never be like that. Passion is my first thing, and flair is my biggest passion. So, of course, it's our job. We do it, and we earn money from that. But we don't do it because of money. We do it because we really love it in the first place. And when I was 16, I started flairing, and it was 100% for passion. And 16 years later, I have the same motivation just because I love what I do. And making the people happy in the case of Gorky, for me, is like entertaining the people and showing my skills and what I'm trained for. Like all the new moves you create in the flair room, all the performance you create in the flair room, then you show it to the people. And if the people appreciate it, it's a win for me, like regardless of the money, of course.
Also at the site, Goerkem's working really hard to he can bring you to Frankfurt, to the company. You work for him, and I think what are, or maybe the audience or the community want to know is Goerkem a good boss besides a good
It is.
friend?
I mean, it's definitely one of the best businessmen I ever seen in the industry. And I'm not saying just because he's next to me. I really mean it. And the good thing is he has a low profile. He's not like showing off or whatever. And that's even better because I admire him because of that. Not because of the money he makes, but because of the person he is and the way he behavior and how loyal he is to his beliefs and to his philosophy, which I share. So that's why I'm here. Yeah.
Alex, and now it's your turn. Tell me.
Yes, please.
Tell me, how do you see Goerkem besides a friend, as a boss, as a businessman, and how do you like to work like with the three? I call you the three musketeers. You have a really strong relationship, and yeah, tell me something about it.
Huh. Everything happened when I came my first time here. As I explained in episode 1, I was just to get a ride from him from Fort to here in Germany. And when I came inside this magic place where we actually are recording all of our podcasts and training, spending our time making a lot of events, I felt totally in love with it. I said, "This is the place where I want to stay, like a bar school." I was feeling that, dreaming that when I was going to the high school. So I was saying, I want to do my bag bar full of bottles and shakers. I don't want to go and listen to somebody. I just want to train and make people happy. And this is what actually happened, and I really feel good. And Goerkem for me is not a friend, he's not a boss, he's more than a brother. He could be also my dad. So, I mean, I'm really happy with it. And I feel so proud to be part of the team and be part of the family. And yeah, more than the happiness, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
Really, really.
I think you find the right words. All I can say is I know Goerkem for over 20 plus years, and exactly what you're saying. He's a really low profile dude, and he really helps a lot of friends in his inner circle. I call it like that, and that's really awesome to see. Also, if other bartenders ask him for help, he's always there on Instagram, whatever, and that's amazing. Not everybody do this or have this.
Part of a small community, you must help each other, so then you can find the right way how to continue and how to let the people be more motivated to continue. Because it's difficult, it's not easy to reach. And what in this case Goerkem done with this low profile, we repeat once again, is because he's really, really passionate and he done it without any pressure or any bad feeling put then on the future. He always thought about, I want to make my people happy. If the money then comes, I'm happy too, and this is what he has. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like yesterday when I started or we started, so we don't forget where we come from, and without the community and without the new generations and without the fan base around the world, we wouldn't be nothing because we perform for them basically.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
perform from the brands. We
yeah, we get connected because of this, because otherwise, who knows, without us, if this family would burn or would grow, because there is, I think, behind always some connection that we don't see, but they are always happening from somewhere, and that's why we are connected, the three of us, and we feel good each other. Three flair bartender really are passionate that can work together, not just the three normal flair bartender. Three really passionate bartender.
Yeah, we share, I think, the same philosophy. We are three different styles actually of flair, which is even better because everyone has something to offer, let's say. And yeah, that's it.
It's awesome. But there's another question, guys.
Yeah,
So, Goerkem is a person, when he trusts somebody, he trusts somebody. But when you're here, and sometimes, especially on Saturday, when you have like these bachelor parties, he has also ongoing events out in fucking Germany somewhere. And one of you guys has the card, and you run the whole bachelor parties. But there's one challenging thing. You're in Germany, and your German is shit, right? You do it in English.
yeah,
And-
but German is shy. So.
Yeah, it is.
But
We
how
sang
does it
it,
feel for you that he trusts you so well that you can run like these bachelor parties? You have like 4 or 5 groups, and you do it all in your in your English language because
I think because, as I said before, we are really passionate. So the only difference between the three of us is the German language. So he can just leave us here without any problems. I mean, we do our job in the right way. He
Yeah.
knows that we know it, and we can handle it really easy because there is no pressure on this job if you really like the way you do it.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
it's experience that count, I guess, with the guests,
Yeah, we can
especially
understand
in the bar
the
industry.
first time. Of course, he's a
We-
bit
Nervous.
wants to explain us to see how do we work. But then when he see that everything is soft and goes as a glass of water, of course you have the trust on the guys.
yeah, yeah. What I really like is when you have these bachelor parties, you always go live. And what I like the most is, especially you, Alex, you always run to the backside and say, and to make sure that you follow us on Instagram. But you tap the board all the time.
Yeah, we're like that's true. We're live streaming every Saturday. We have like 3 or 4 shows.
Even if all the people that we have, they are not like the usual person, which they use a lot of the social medias or whatever, we are trying to ask them to support us, not to become super famous, but to let the other people, which they don't know us, understand what we are doing. That we really make it professional. We're doing really serious things here.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, I think that the best part is the show at the end and the
Yeah,
people
yeah.
understand what we really do when they see the shows and stuff, and of course they love it. I mean,
Goerkem,
I
how
mean, I
real
see
quick,
also-
Goerkem, real quick. How is it for you that you have like 2 guys you can trust when you're in another event and you have them here alone and they can run your place and they don't burn your place down?
I mean, of course, we know each other a bit longer, and for me, of course, I trust them because I know that they are professional in that what they are doing. If they weren't professional in that what they are doing, then they wouldn't have that kind of status in the flair world and in the flair scene as well, and also with competitions. Because to be a good competitor, you need a lot of focus, and you need a lot of charisma. You need a lot of professionalism, behavior to run in a competition. And so that shows me that's why I'm doing competitions as well, to grow more with my profession. And when I see how other flair bartenders behave during a flair competition, there I can see, okay, if they are doing it really very passionate, or if they are doing it really because of becoming fame or something else. And by Roman and Alex, it was like, I mean, as I explained you, I have in that kind of years, like I'm now 20 years in the business, and in this 20 years I really find out for myself like kind of a sixth sense.
Yeah, you feel
to
it in your gut,
feel
right?
the people,
Yeah.
you know, to feel the people with whom I'm working with, or with whom I have to do with, how they are in their heart. And of course I have also a lot of people around me to who I trust for longer time. They tell me as well, like, okay, you need to be careful with these guys or with these guys. Yeah, so of course I hear this kind of noises as well, but in the end I find my own decisions. And especially by Roman and Alex, it was like love by the first meet. Yeah. So
Love by the first sight. Really
usually by
romantic.
the first sight, but it was the first meet. We really meet the first time, and it was like, okay, it really matches because we have the same passion, we have the same philosophy, and we are working for the same thing. And of course we all need to earn money one day to pay our dues and to pay our invoices and to have kind of a decent good life. But in first sight I can feel it if someone means it really real and with trustful heart or not. And that this became to the decision to just say, okay, let's work together, guys, because just when I can build up a good team and when I have people around me to who I trust, to and who they or to who see the business with the same eyes, with the same point of view, then just with these kind of people I can grow and the brand can grow. Because in first sight, of course, the passion is on the first part, the money, of course, on the second part, because we need to earn money and we need to pay our dues. And on the third part is like, as we posted it once on Instagram on my profile, I don't have friends, I have family. And this is what means for me the most, you know. I have a family and this is my family. So this is what I'm living for, and this is what I'm working all the nights for, sitting on the laptops, answering customers' questions, answer everything. So this is all for that we can enjoy our life finally, because life is too short. Yeah,
True.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
and so you need, so you need to enjoy it more. And money comes and goes.
Yeah,
and
that's
this
true.
is like
The time
And friendship, good friendship
friendship
stays forever.
stays forever.
That's
That's
true,
it.
that's true.
And friendship stays forever. And this is the only thing which counts in that what we are doing. And this is why I love this job so much, because you get to know so many people in different cultures, different people from different nations and different working styles, different styles of flair.
Yeah,
So
but
it
all,
is.
all with they all speak the same language.
Yeah,
At the
in
end,
the end, we
that's
speak all
incredible.
the same language. I mean, we all let our heart and our hands speak. And that's why
everybody
will
wishes to
every
have a
There's
friend.
there's a good sentence out there. It says action speaks louder than words.
of course, that's why skills pay bills, bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at the end, when you're heading to your last day, like you're dying or whatever, you should have no regrets, I guess.
Yes.
Of course not, because we come naked to the world and we go naked. So
Yeah.
And everybody have a wish to meet someone who does the same thing, which it can belong together, not like plus and negative. So I think the people needs to be connected somehow, because we also tried in our life to be connected with the other flair bartenders, which now you can see with the times who stays with who. Others they've been separated, maybe I don't know, from other friends or from family problems or for a relation. And if you are together with somebody, like in this case, we build the families because we really connect together. We really have to stay together, otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, we share the whole day basically together, working together, eating together, training together,
try to
traveling
help
together.
each other. Oh, I need some helps here for the new rules that I received for this competition. Then, hey guys, we need to organize the trip for the next competition. So there is always some work to do. Looks always a nice life, but there is really some hard job behind.
Yeah.
That's a nice word from you. Nice words from you, Alex. And now we're coming to the end of the episode number 2. And for you,
to the end of this drink too, which is non-alcoholic.
and for you guys out there, if you really like what we are doing, then leave us a comment, like the video, share the video, and the most important thing, subscribe to the channel.